Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's wee Paddy from Across the Shuck, and you're very welcome back to the channel. Now, this should have been out on Saturday, but it's gone out on Sunday. I'm sorry about that. This is part of my personal collection of fancy knives that was asked by one of the subscribers to show my collection of fancy knives. Now, there's two of these are not custom knives because all my fancy knives are not just custom. And some of them are as expensive, if not more, than some of my custom knives. So if that makes any sense. But this is a wee bit different today, because today what I've chosen is one of the particular reasons why I love traditional knives. And that is natural materials. Their covers are all made with natural materials. And I've had one that I've been missing for a long time because it was never in my price range. And when I went to go and price them up to buy new, they're always very expensive, and even to buy them in a second-hand market. But I managed one of my subscribers who have bought knives off before. He gave me the opportunity to get the one that was missing, but I'll talk about it last. Here's some of the, now I'm sure I've missed something because I was sitting here trying to think natural materials, and I'm looking through boxes of knives, and sometimes you get knife blind. I'm maybe missing another natural material. I just can't think of it. But anyhow, this is the ones I picked. There's 7 here. Let's go for the really natural. This is a new Ashley Harrison custom that I just had made. And it was a knife that I gave him a shape that I fancied. And then he said he would get me a bit of ironwood, which is what I wanted. And he got an amazing bit of ironwood and put it on this for me. This is my version of a sodbuster. My take on it. Well, not my take. My take, which was developed by from Ashley, heavens above. So this is in beautiful ironwood. I'll have to say, beautifully rounded over. All the edges are lovely and smooth. And this is a spear because I think the Sodbuster is an amazing knife. Still do, little drop point, lovely knife. But I always think the most useful blade is a spear. But I'd asked him to do me a spear that has a genuine spear point on it. So for piercing, it's perfect. I'd asked for a deep hollow grind in it, which I got. It's perfect. Nail nick. I'm going to get him to make me another one with a drop point on it because I like this handle. This shape is just, it's just perfect. It is just perfect. It's a right amount of dip at the bottom, the right depth on it. It's deeper here than a lot of knives. It's just beautiful in hand. So I might get the drop point done on this because I love this so much. You can see this is an 01 tool steel. It's already starting to take a bit of patina because I've used it for everything. Not much hot food, but more just for every task that I've had, and I adore it. And I think wood is a fabulous cover material because there's so many different types. There's so many different patterns in wood. There's so many, it's just a super natural material. And to me, the natural materials in my traditionals are the ones that really do it for me. Now, I do have a wide range of other materials that are not man-made, that are man-made and whatever, but the natural materials are the ones that really do it for me. So there's the one to start with, and you'll find a few of these are Ashley's because it's the most custom knives I have is from Ashley. And I mean, Ashley's knives are normally £200 and below, or 200 and below. He does go over, I'm sure, when he does really fancy ones, but you can get a good Ashley for under £200, which for a custom knife, fabulous. And you get 01 tool steel, fabulous steel for a pocket knife. It gives you enough edge retention that you're not going to be underwhelmed or overwhelmed by anything you get. And this is another one of Ashley's, and this is some of the nicest abalone I have ever seen on a pocket knife. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. Just a beautiful knife. This is a clip point, just a beautiful clip point knife. Look at that. That is just stunning. Where would you be ashamed to take that out? I love Ashley's clip. It's my favourite clip in the world. Just no mistake in that. It is it. I love the way he swedges. They're not always the same, but I just love the way he does it. Cam tank. It's a bear trap. It's nearly up the centre. It's never bothered me in the slightest. Never. So there's two. I mean, this is a natural, and this is a shell. The next one that's very popular is stag, which I love. And look at this bit of stag that actually put on this for me. Look at that stag where it's been sort of ripped off or torn off, but he's just kept it. And look at the other side, which is beautiful, which comes up on a high ridge. You've got beautiful. I just think this imperfection makes this knife for me. You know, an imperfection as in a stag. But this is a gorgeous. This is Senator without the fancy backwork. I didn't want the backwork because I wanted to use it. And just have a user. Beautiful little shoe. Well, it's a sheep's foot, this one, which is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really love this knife again with a hat. A lot of Ashley's knives in the beginning were were not. They didn't have half stops. By my head is like a sweetie mouse. Honestly, it just changes every 2 seconds. Now this is one that is not a custom, but for all intents and purposes to my little eyes, this is one of the most beautiful, elegant pocket knives that I have ever owned. This is in mother of pearl, which is just stunning. This is a Shatton Morgan made by Queen in an era when they were making some of the best knives in the world. The fit and finish on this is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. You wouldn't want any more. You don't need any more. This is just beautiful, centered to perfection. And the pearl on it is just gorgeous. It really is. It's hard to get it. You can see it in different lights. You'll see the purples and greens, and it's just a stunning knife. So, I mean, this is just shows that you don't have to have a custom to get a knife that's made beautifully. Now, to me, this would have been their top cutlers, would have been making something like this at Queen. And this next one is a case. And this is a Tony Bowes SHOT Show. This was for the year 2000, I believe. This is the best trapper I have ever seen, held, or will ever need. Look at the bone on that. This is just cow bone that's been dyed. And what an amazing job they've done on this. The jigging on it is fabulous. It has two of the nicest blades that you'll ever see in a trapper, in my opinion, which can always be wrong. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? This is just spectacular, genuinely spectacular. Everything about this is custom quality. Now, these would have been made by the top cutlers at Queen. And Tony Bowes would have been in himself and taught them, or not taught them, but showed them what he wanted. Look at that for a skinner. Isn't that just, it's perfection. It's perfect. It's just Tony Bowes all over. Beautifully made. Everything about it really nice and thin behind the edge. The blade stock's not thick, but yet it's taken down again. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And this, I mean, look at the centering on that. Look at that. Case can't make a good knife. Oh, bloody hell, yes, they can. Look how beautiful that is made. Look how beautiful. Look at them back springs. Look how tight that is all the way round to the terminations, which are beautifully cut across. Case and their top cutlers have an ability to make an amazing knife. And I really wish they would do more of this. And yeah, you're going to have to charge more. I mean, I think this was in a trade for, I traded for this one and this one. And this was about $250, this is about $650. Now, I can't afford that sort of money for knives. Before people say, oh, you're asking us to donate a wee thing down below. And yeah, I do, because it really does help a channel. This was a trade for a Herman knives, which was worth much more than what these were together. But I traded because it was my chance of getting two knives that were really beautiful. And I traded it out. I had got it for nothing to review. So that's how I've afforded my more expensive knives. It's never been cash from my bank, or very rarely been cash from my bank. There's always been a trade involved. This was a complete trade for another knife that was given to the channel. And I had put it on my channel many a times. It was a beautiful knife by Herman. So, fantastic. And this is the other one. And when I would get into my two favourites, these are two that I had always wanted. I'd always wanted a elephant tusk, but I wanted it obviously before the sales embargo with ivory went. This is just the most beautiful. And you're not going to see the grains as such. My camera isn't that good. You're not going to see the grain. But this is elephant ivory in this creamy, beautiful white. It has been taken care of. It's never been left out in the light. It has a Damascus blade. And this was made by Willie Paulsen from South Africa. And you can take, I mean, it's lovely Damascus on it. But it's not as good maybe as some of the Damascus there is today, because the techniques have got better and better and better. This is beautiful. This was made probably late 70s, early 80s, very early 80s, and then came over here. But because I think the embargo didn't start till about 85 or something for ivory. But I mean, this was made, I don't know when it was made, to be honest with you, but it's just beautiful. I just love the whole pattern of it. It's deep. It weighs something, you know, it is something. It's in good steel, or this good steel was used. I can't even remember what it was, but I know the mixture was really good for this knife. It's absolutely beautiful. Super thin behind the edge. Just a real custom piece. And as you can see, look at the Damascus. It goes right down the blade at the back, which gives it an amazing rich look, which just tickles every bit of my fancy you can tickle. Look at that, right round. I just think it's beautiful. Inside you'll have Willie's signature, and the back, which you're probably, oh, you can sort of see it there at the back, Willie Paulsen. Just super. I mean, the detail and everything in this is just perfect. So a real gem for me to get. I'm not one, I don't want any, it's illegal now, and I quite happily accept that. That's not what I wanted, but it was a cover material that's natural that I wanted. And the next one is one that probably means the most in all of these, because I got this from a subscriber who I'd dealt with before, and is just a lovely man. He's helped me out with another beautiful case, another Tony Bowes one. That was a shot show one, but I got this one. This is beautiful. Beautiful back spring, brass liners, beautiful back spring, but on the back here, you'll see there's a little crack. Now, it's stabilized and it has not moved. There's no gap or no edges to it. It's absolutely fine, stabilized for me, for what this is. I mean, this is not going to get hard use, but it will get taken out and in my pocket, and it will cut things, because that's what it's for. I mean, this one is just a beautiful little gentleman's pen knife, and I have it in one of, if you're a member of the Slip Joint Sanitarium, Naked Sean, his wife, Lynn, makes slips now, and she sells them on the Sanitarium. So if you're not a member there, you're missing out, because they're at a fabulous price, beautifully made little slip with a pussy on it. So I called it a pussy slip. I got told off. It's a puss slip. So there you go. But to me, it's Lynn's pussy slip. So I love this knife. It doesn't come out of that pouch much unless I'm going to actually take it out. And I have sharpened both the blades. And it is such a beautiful gentleman's pen knife. Oh, they are sharp. I saw my skin coming off as I'm going there. But you can see my lovely cut that I done to my finger last week. But this is just beautiful. This is Mammoth, and I have wanted something in Mammoth. Now, it's maybe not as gloriously coloured. This was a bit of leftover Mammoth that my subscriber had sent to Ashley to make him a knife, and he made him the knife in Mammoth, and he had a bit left over. He said, I can do you a little pocket knife. But Ashley, on his last little tap on the hammer, which I can't even see it half the time. Where is it? Oh, there it is. On his last little tap of the pin, it just cracked across, a very thin crack, but it hasn't gone all the way. This is about halfway down, but it hasn't gone all the way. Still really stabilized. There's no movement or anything in it, so it'll not bother me in the slightest. The fact that I've got Mammoth, which is millions of years old, is just amazing. And it has a little small pen blade. So this is the quintessential penknife. For me, it is absolutely titillating. It just, to have a bit of Mammoth, I just think it's fantastic. Again, another natural material. And that is my definite want with, with traditional knives. I mean, you get so many wood varieties. There's so many stag varieties. The pearl doesn't always have the beautiful colours that this one have in it. Different kinds, different price rates. This is just the top of the line as far as case cutlers can make. It usually comes in this version that's once a year it's done for SHOT Show. There's only so many made, and they're just fabulous. But as you can see, Ashley is my one, because for under £200, which is less than what this is, I'm getting a handmade custom by one person. That blows me away every time that one person can make this knife from start to finish. And that's why most of my knives, 1, 2, 3, 4, are Ashley's. These two are not customs. This one is a Willie Paulson, God rest his soul, he's dead now. But that's what brings me into the community. That's what excites me. This is what excites me when you go for it. That these two I got in one trade for a knife that I didn't have to pay for. This one I bought because it was at a really good price for what it was, and well under £200. Well under £200 for this one. And these are all under £200 from Ashley. These are Ashley made. This one I traded a GEC for. Again, there you go. So there's 3 of the knives that I traded to get out of here that didn't cost me they cost me the price of the GEC I'd bought quite a while ago. So, I mean, it was for a Mammoth. I'm over the moon. Yes, it's a little crack there. Couldn't care. I love the fact that it's a little gentleman's pen knife. And this will go with me when I go somewhere that's nice, that I'm not going to have to, pluck and cut a chicken up. It's just somewhere I'm going to go, maybe cut a bit of string, cut the end of the tablecloth off, whatever. So that is, and collecting, when you get something that's as perfect looking as this abalone. A lot of abalone is put together. This is a large piece of abalone, and I cannot find any join in it whatsoever. It's just stunning. This side is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But because in the beginning I just used it like a normal knife, and the covering has cracked a bit, does it bother me? Not in the slightest. It's actually a real user now because it's already done the worst. But not the abalone hasn't cracked, but the plastic composite that's put on top of it has cracked a bit. But I mean, just look at that for detail in the back. Come on, these are the things that give me the fizz. These are things that keep me interested in slip joints, and it doesn't matter what the maker is, whether they're custom or they're just high end of a certain production company. As long as they just, natural materials is what I go for more often than not. And yes, I mean, I love my micarta, love it, love micarta. Even phony stag, even something like this Rough Rider, I think is an amazing knife. It's just, phony stag. Absolutely beautiful, though. So this is my high end. But when you spread out your knives and you realise just how many you got that are natural materials, then you might be somebody like me, because most of mine are, I would say the biggest majority is wood, but bone will be the runner-up. I love just normal bone, just normal dyed bone, or jigged bone. Jigged bone especially is my, I'll pay good money for a jigged bone that looks beautiful. And that's what this is. That's what this is. So have a look through your collection. What natural materials are you drawn to? How many different types of natural materials? There's 7. I can't think of another one. I might have it in there. I didn't go through my whole collection, but this is mine. If you can think of another one that's there, please let me know, because my mind is blank today. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed seeing these. I hope you can feel the love I have for craftsmen when they make a knife. It just, and whether it's in production or it's especially when it's handmade by one person. That just drives right into my soul. That's what makes this just, because I know only one person's had their knives making this. So it's all him or her. So there you go. All right, I'm away. Enough waffle. Take care. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your week. If you would like to help the channel by buying a little cup of coffee, it makes a huge difference to me. It allows me to buy other knives that I can have on the channel that I maybe not have that extra for, because like most people in YouTube, I work on a budget, and always restrictive is a budget, and I don't break my own personal budget at all. At all. So there you go. Take care. Please like, subscribe, and come back and see me the next time. Hit the wee bell and it'll let you know when I make a new video and I put it up. Take care. Paddy's away for a wee cup of tea.